Okay, so this is the third video, third stage of the wing. So now we're going to put the smaller wire links in this wire link here, which forms this V here, and then the shorter link there, and then we're going to put the really small links in there. Right, so first when we put any link in, we need to cut the wire off with the back end of the plant cutters, so we've got a square edge and not a tapered one. So in this case we're going to tuck the wire in there, the flat edge. We're going to put the rear back over, we're going to put a nick in the wire, then we're going to turn the cutters around and cut it with the back edge, so we've got two flat ends. Tweezers really are handy now. So this wire is now going to fit into there, and we might need a small magnet to hold it on at one end while we solder the other end. The rest of the magnets are just to make sure the wing stays absolutely flat while we're making it. Right, so we've got the wing held in place with a magnet. I always put extra flux on, it just speeds up. Plus all of the wires have been cleaned with silver fleece. So insulator, more solder, not such a big bead, a pinhead, and the soldering iron, you flip it over and then the soldering iron has to go across the two wires that you're trying to solder together, and move it over slightly and back. Look, done. You see the right, so now we're going to put the second part of the V in. So again we're going to clip the end of our wire with the back face square. We're going to put that wire, we're going to mark it, the back face. We're going to take the wire off, turn the cutters round, back in the nick we made, cut it off. So we're going to position it with the tweezers. We're going to hold it in place with the magnet. This magnet might get in the way of the soldering iron, so we'll put it there. The turntable makes everything easier, but you can just do this on a steel tray. Small bead, turn the iron, just a bit more, turn the iron over and place the bead across the two wires, and then look carefully to see the solder flowing. Nice joint, no blob. Right, we're going to put I can find the wire. I'm now going to do the hardest part of this wing, which is to put the small links in here. These links are approximately 2 millimeters long, so it takes a bit of careful measuring. So here's the one I've done in a copper wire. Right, same process. Cut the end of the wire with a square cut, back face. Put the wire in. But this time I'll show you this method. So this is the link we're gonna make. So we put the verniers in, and we adjust it so it's just, without moving the wires, it's just slipping in. Then we're going to use the vernier, the inside, to scratch a mark on the wire. Then we're going to find that mark, cut the wire. Right, we're going to move. So the link has got to be touching both sides. It feels a little bit loose. Right. Okay, we go with that. Flux. Now remember the link is tiny compared to the two wires beside it, so we're going to put all the heat into the long wire rather than the short link. You'll see. So I'm going to put the iron there. Now hopefully the solder heat that bar up, and hopefully the solder will then flow over. Just going to move the iron around a bit. Yeah, that's it. Take. And we're going to flip it around while it's still hot. Done. Move those magnets out of the way. Okay, now we need to put another 5 down here and the extra wire in there, and it's done.